What's good, my beautiful kings and queens? Woo, hold on. Yo, my lips are looking a little dry, but they're not. No, hold on. That's much better. What's good, my beautiful kings and queens? It's I, Wini, your favorite British locked YouTuber. Had to slap on a little bit of marula oil on the lips and that, cause wow. Anyway, hopefully you guys have caught up on my videos. If you haven't, it will be somewhere here, or maybe at the end of the video you can catch up, I don't know. But yeah, literally today, like you can see in the title, I'm going to do a retwist, but I thought, yeah, I'll do it with a little bit of a twist, because to be fair, I think I've done a couple of retwist videos already. However, today I'm going to time myself. I'll time myself, or should I say I'm going to keep an eye on the clock basically, and see if I can basically do my retwist in about an hour and a half, whenever I decide to start. First things first, I'm gonna show you what I normally use, because I can't remember if I've showed you guys what brand I do use, but literally I use this premium rose water by a company called Finest Top Up Quality. I ain't gonna lie, I don't care for brands. Literally, this is the cheapest at my local hair shop. It costs £1, like you can see via this thing, if the camera decides that it wants to focus camera. Okay, right, so it costs £1. Literally all it is, it's rose water. Ingredients, it says demineralized water and rose essence. That's literally it. When it comes to rose water, when it comes to most things, when it comes to like rose water or like hair oils and stuff, I don't particularly care for brands, so long as I don't like my rose water with glycerine. That's just a personal thing. And when it comes to hair oils, so long as it is cold pressed, it is pure, it's not mixed up with no rubbish, I'm good to go. That's literally it. So I'm just gonna pour the remainder of my rose water into my spray bottle. I seem to do this all the time. Anytime I'm gonna do a retwist, it somehow just slips my mind to actually go out and buy more rose water. So on a normal day, I would probably use like a whole bottle of this spray bottle, and probably a whole bottle and a half. However, this is all I have, so I'm just gonna have to work with it today. Also, my hair is still damp because I washed it not too long ago, like you would have seen in the previous video. Also, the only thing that I normally sometimes need when I'm doing a retwist is a hairband to eventually pack all my locks together when it gets to a certain part and I put them all together and all of that. And what else? I felt like I had something to say. What did I have to say? Right, normally how long does it take me to retwist my hair? It normally actually takes me anything between an hour to an hour and a half. Today I'm gonna aim to have my retwist done either an hour and a half or earlier, yeah? So that's what we're aiming for. That sounds relatively easy, but there has been times when it's taken me almost 2 hours. So I'm gonna really try and hope that this is gonna be a really fast retwist. What I do like to do before I retwist is just give my hair a little spritz. It is done already because I have washed it, but please, when retwisting your hair, if you retwist your own locks, do not retwist on dry hair, because you're just gonna damage it. Right, I'm gonna show you guys the time. The time is now 11:59, and I'm aiming to have this retwist done by 1:30 p.m. guys. So here it goes. Now, one thing that I have got to say is, if you have been rocking with me for a long time, then you would have known that originally when I first started retwisting my locks, I was retwisting them counterclockwise. So that's what my US followers say. Over here in Britain, we say anti-clockwise. So that's what I was doing. I was retwisting anti-clockwise. And then literally it was last year September, after reading various blogs and blah blah blah, a lot of you know, places were saying that your hair, well, the majority of people's hair naturally grows towards the right hand side, so basically clockwise. And so when you're retwisting, it is better to retwist that way. And I was kind of I'm in an R in like, do I want to do that? Do I not? Because I'd seen in certain places that if you had been retwisting for a good couple of years in one direction, and then you then kind of like randomly wake up and decide, oh well, actually you're gonna start retwisting in another one, it's gonna make your locks very wonky also. So I was kind of a little bit hesitant to start retwisting clockwise, but you know what, eventually I just said, you know what, F it, let me see how it's basically going to work out, because I had been complaining before that when retwisting my locks, I just felt like it wouldn't hold for long. So in my head, when I discovered that maybe not that there's necessarily like a wrong or right way to like a wrong or right direction to retwist, but I just thought that maybe for my hair, retwisting anti-clockwise wasn't really a wise idea. So I'm not gonna lie, I decided to just retwist clockwise, and I haven't looked back since then. Now what I noticed is, at first indeed my locks were a little bit wonky in the roots, because obviously I had been retwisting for so many years anti-clockwise. So to then kind of change it up, I think my hair was kind of thinking like, Winnie, what the fuck are you doing? But since then it's been fine. Also, when I retwist lately, I just retwist the roots. I don't go all the way down to the end of my locks. I mean, on the odd occasion maybe I will, but most of the time I don't, because I feel like it's unnecessary, personally, to me anyway, because I just feel like the rest of my hair has locked up, so why do I need to retwist all the way to the end? Like, what's the point? And I also find that retwisting all the way to the end puts a lot of unnecessary pressure onto my locks that have already matted together. Personally, I feel like when retwisting, you should just focus on the new growth. For me, retwisting the front of my hair is very interesting because, like I was saying earlier, all of my locks are different sizes, and some of the ones nearer to the front, some are thick again, some are also quite thin. At the same time, I also have like a lot of baby hairs, you can see. So sometimes when I retwist it, I feel like on camera especially, it kind of gives the illusion that my scalp is scalpy, but it's not that. It's just, if I have a lot of baby hairs and then I'm now retwisting some of those baby hairs, or a lot of those baby hairs, into my locks, it's obviously going to look some type of way. And I know that in the past, when I have done retwist videos, some people have tried to come at me on the sly and been like, oh, are your locks thinning towards the front? Are you balding? I'm not balding. You know, like I say, I personally find it like, if you come across somebody whose locks are genuinely all the same size throughout, then I don't know, I just find it very hard to believe that it's even possible for somebody's locks to be the same size all throughout. Because I think even when you start off your locks and you start them all off at the same size, because I don't know, from my experience, I feel like it's almost like each lock kind of grows at its own kind of pace. Whoop. Yeah, I feel like each locks kind of grow at its own pace. Like there's some locks that used to be thin, like towards the middle of my scalp, that are now like so thick it's almost like it's 3 locks in one. It's so weird. And then there are certain locks that are thin, but it's not like they're thin like they're gonna break out. They're just thin. That's all it is. Like, it's nothing major. But yeah, when it comes to doing the front of my locks, I do like to take real care when doing things, so I may have to retwist some of them off camera. Different strokes for different folks, but with some of my locks, they are quite fuzzy. For example, this one, so like when I'm retwisting, I literally just kind of wrap the hairs that are surrounding it like around the lock. Hopefully my camera's capturing it well, but yeah, just so that you can kind of see the difference. So that's what I like to do. Some people don't like to do that. Some people like to palm roll the kind of hair rub that are surrounding the locks, like each to their own. I personally like to do it this way because I just think it works out better. Yep, and then obviously as I'm doing it, I like to make sure that my lock is also moist. Yeah, let's go for the word moist. Yay, I made my rose water loss. Voila, guys, look at the time. It is 12:55 p.m. That means, yeah, I managed to retwist all my locks in under an hour. You guys don't know how much that makes me happy, because I think this is the fastest retwist that I've actually ever done, because it always takes me, I think the quickest I've done is like an hour and 15 minutes, but to retwist in under an hour is absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'm literally going to, with some of my roots, I kind of did like a little cinnamon roll thing, so I just straighten it all out, and then I'm just gonna blow dry my locks for about 15-20 minutes off camera. Let me show you guys how it's looking. This is how it looks. Pretty good, clear view. Ooh. So that's how it's looking. Yay me for retwisting in under an hour. My locks are long, they are waist length. Let me see if I can possibly show you guys the length. Right, ooh, where's my mirror? Yeah. Right, okay, let's do it this way. Right, so that's how long my locks are. But yeah, go ahead and blow dry my hair. At this point, I'm not going to like add any oil to my scalp, because I know that even when I blow dry, I don't blow dry it to the extent for my hair to be like 100% dry. It's still a little damp, so I tend to wait until the following day to oil my scalp, in which I'm going to be testing out the neem oil, so I'll do a separate video for that for you guys. But yeah, thank you so much for the continuous support, guys. Thank you for watching this video, and until my next one, take care, be good.